Seattle and then took the L against the Minnesota Twins in his last outing. Pitched a good ball game though. Only gave up 2 home runs, which equivalated out to 2 runs. But just couldn't get any help on the offensive end. Now we're gonna get to pitch against Seattle again, and I'm gonna get to make my first home start of my career. And we'll go ahead and jump into that ball game and see if we can beat the Mariners again. That'd be great. But need some run support. We got a lot off of Danny Farquhar the last time. As you see there, 1-1 on the year. So he's got his 1 win, he's got 1 loss, and looking to get another win in this ball game here.
It's time now for baseball from the great state of Texas and Globe
We get to
Life
pitch
Park.
at Globe Life Park in Arlington, and that's a big. There's not a lot of people here, that's for sure.
Two of the best bats in the business go at it next on the
Had
show.
some pretty good success against these guys, with the exception of Robinson Cano. Robinson Cano seemed to torch me every single time. But what's his name? Nelson Cruz could not seem to get a hit off of me. Kyle Seager was another one that really hurt me the last time I faced him. Austin Jackson hit a home run off of me the last time.
He's among the leaders in the American League in the run scored category. So
and Lebowski's sporting a long beard today. Needs a shave, that's for sure. He'll go back to the regular beard, to the stubble after this ball game. Just trying something new here. Trying out a new look. Coming into Texas. Fear the beard.
shortstop, number 8. Get ahead, stay ahead, buddy.
Underway this evening.
Good sinker there to start off the ball game.
Strike one as we get started right on time at 7:05 p.m. And Eric, you take
started
a look
right
at
on
these
time
Rangers
because I like to
entering
be
play here
punctual.
tonight. It was another loss last time out, and this portion of the schedule has not done him any favors.
Fouled away
as
by
they've
Willie
dropped 5 of their
Bloomquist.
last 7.
And in terms of the homestand, they've won 2 and lost 2. So not much to say about that, except you hate to give away games at home. You'd like to see a little more consistent effort.
There we go. Perfect pitch to Bloomquist and get strike 3 on that one. And a good start to the ball game here against the Mariners.
Now to give you a look at the Mariners starting lineup. EK,
And apparently we're going to look at the Mariners starting lineup again.
That guy in the number 3 spot. Well, he hasn't been missing much lately, hitting 3 home runs over the last 10 ball games.
And they're talking about Robinson Cano. And this is a guy here we need to get out. We need to get out Kyle Seager.
Kyle Seager
starting off well there.
So he's down 0-1.
Getting strike
Perfect
1.
Baseball weather, 82 degrees at first pitch tonight. Bases are empty, 1 man out. That's taken.
Now I'm up 2-0 on him. So maybe he won't have that same success he did against me when we were out in Seattle.
You know, Ross is definitely liked by
Made a good. It was a good place to make your first start, is out in Seattle. Great pitchers ballpark.
A little bit off the outside.
Missed off the outside corner. Throwing a lot of fastballs to start this game, that's for sure.
Skied in the air to straightaway.
Got him to pop it up to left.
Baird will drift over to his right a few steps.
And now we got 2 outs.
For the second out. And with that, let's take a look at how the
That guy?
Rangers will align
Baird?
defensively. It's brought to us by Majestic. Eric, what do we need to know?
Bunch of young guys out there. Adam Rosales at first base. Alfredo Baird in the left. Jonathan Lopez. I don't know any of these guys. Carlos Corcoran behind the plate. I mean, I guess they brought me up, so I can't really complain about them bringing all the young guys up because they're playing so bad. Because I got to be brought up to the majors in that with the youth movement here in Texas.
First pitch on its way. And he gets ahead.
Good way to start the inning. A good way to start the at bat. Sorry.
So far, so good here for the rookie.
Yeah, I mean,
yeah, so far so good.
His pitches. You'd like to put up a 0 to get that first inning out of the way, and he's close to making that happen.
shoots this one to first.
Woo!
Leaps and makes
Wow,
a
he got a
terrific
good
catch.
chunk of that
With
one, and it
that, the side
Adam
is
Rosales
retired.
making a play.
First baseman not normally known as the greatest leapers, but this wasn't too bad. It's
That was
on
a
to the bottom of the
great play.
first. No score on the show.
I will definitely take that.
Nelson Cruz will stand in, one night removed from driving in 6 in last night's contest.
Damn.
Well, you know, he's been
He had
averaging at
some
least
RBIs
an RBI
last
per
game.
over his last 10. So yesterday's performance shouldn't have come as any big surprise to anybody.
First pitch of the inning is taken low and away for a
Missing
ball.
there.
It's 1-0.
Hey, nobody gone now.
Keep everything away from him.
And he won't bite at that one either. It's 2-0.
He's really got to be careful with a guy like
This
Nelson
is where
Cruz
he's
because he
the
can
most
really,
dangerous up there.
really
I know
hurt
it's
you.
a fastball count, but I would maybe think about something else.
Fastball? Throw a fastball. I ain't afraid of him.
3-0 now.
Of course,
Now that
it's
he's
hard to be
looked at
afraid
the
of him when you
3-0,
can't throw a strike
he's got
either.
a couple of free pitches here to pick out one he really likes.
Come on, we can't lose this guy.
Taking all the way
There we
that
go.
time. It's 3-1.
And you know, I
At
think
least
it's
got a
gonna be
strike on
important
that.
when guys get their pitches, they take advantage. There it looked like he was taken all the way, and he may not get another pitch that catches that much of the plate.
We need to throw another good pitch here.
Hit hard to the right. Foul.
Foul the way. All right, so now we're back in this count here. 3-2 full.
Now he extends nicely, and this ball's driven to right field and deep. And that nearly broke our scoreless tie. Instead, it's
Dang,
a
I didn't
foul
think he
ball.
got that good of contact on that one. That's for sure. I think that thing was getting out of here. Had the distance.
On the ground up the middle.
Elvis Andrus.
Throw to
Nice
first
play.
to be in time, and there's one gone here to start the second.
Retired Nelson
Good
Cruz.
hitter up there. The shortstop's playing the pole here. So he's got a lot of room to cover if he wants to get to that ball up the middle. That's nice range right there.
Ball
to
I
make
thought
a
was hit a
stop
little bit
and
harder. I
then a
thought that
good
was going to
throw.
squeak through the infield, but I guess not. Andrus has some good range over there too. It's short. That's for sure.
Stepping in now, Justin Ruggiano. As he will take strike
There we go.
one on the
Starting off
fastball.
this at bat a
No
little bit
balls and a
better.
strike.
0-1 on
261 the
Ruggiano.
average coming into action here. 17 home runs to go along with 52 RBIs.
Ruggiano
Still
actually
looking for our
shaping up to
first
be pretty
hit in the
good.
ballgame.
At least in last year's game he was.
And this catches the zone as well. It's
Apparently that was a
0-2 now.
strike. All
He's
right.
found a
Well,
pretty
we're going to
nice
roll
rhythm
with that
out here
one.
early on.
Let's see if we can get Ruggiano swinging and missing at this.
Boy, tough to lay off, but he's glad he did. It's 1-2 now.
Well, you know, when you're behind an account like this, it's all about changing your approach.
I'll take
at the
I'll
plate.
take not
You
having the
gotta
high
shorten up
strike
a little bit and just look to put the ball
for
in play.
for getting the low strike.
To 2 balls and 2 strikes now.
Danced a little inside. See if we can get him to swing and miss at this.
Now a swing
There we
and
go.
a miss. He struck
Good
him
pitch.
out, and it's 2 up, 2 down to start the second.
That slurve for sure is the strikeout pitch.
Pretty good late break for this 2-2 pitch. And we'll see on swing track. He just doesn't gauge the movement very well and swings right over the top of it.
Into the box, Eric Salter. Pulls this one into the air out into right field. And that'll get down out there
Darn.
near the wall. Running hard.
I was hoping
He's
that right
digging
fielder
for
would get
second.
there.
Not in time, and he's in there with a double.
Yeah, real good extension on the
Been
swing that time as he
good
goes out.
a good
and hits that
extension on
ball.
that.
You'll see the right fielder's got no shot at this one as it's over his head and one hops the wall out there. That's going to allow him to coast
As I
into
say, I
second
guess
with an
it's
easy double.
Cincho Choose, so it's not like he's
Austin
slow.
Jackson will get his first shot at it here, and he's got to be hoping to turn things around because you see the numbers over the last 5 games. Not much going on there at all.
Hopefully that continues. I don't want to see him get hot, especially against me. He can get hot tomorrow.
Here's the first pitch to him. Went about halfway there, but it's a called strike regardless.
definitely looking better than I have in my previous 2
No
starts.
score here as we play inning number 2. That's in there, and he's deep in the hole now.
Of course, it is
0-2.
Seattle, so I
Now
can't get too
0-2
excited
here.
about it.
This is where you need to
This isn't the
expand
Yankees or
zone.
anything,
If
or
it's
the
close, you gotta let it fly.
or the Red Sox. It's Seattle.
Has to be thinking strikeout here. Pulls off on the slurve that time, and it's 1-2.
Trying to get him to swing at that.
And Jackson's not offering at that one, and it'll knot things up at 2 balls and 2 strikes.
You know, I think you have to ask yourself, was he trying to throw a fastball for a strike right there? Or was he just trying to set me up for that changeup away?
The 2-2 pitch. Hard hit ball to
Grounder
second.
right to the second baseman.
Throw in the dirt, but a good
How do you
super
bounce that?
first
Who
saves
are
an
you,
error
Chuck
as the
Knobloch?
side is retired.
Can't get away
Danger
with that.
averted following the 2-out double. Back with more here on a Tuesday night after this.
All right, guys, you guys gonna give me some runs.
Seth Smith will stand in, hoping for a
Seth
reversal
Smith, wow,
of
3
fortune
for
here as he's
30
seen that average
in his
drop
last 10 games.
precipitously these past 10 ball games.
My guys didn't get me anything.
Now a fastball to start the third. That misses. It's ball 1.
On that changeup, all right.
Swing and a
There we
miss.
go. That thing just
1-1.
disappears.
When he's got that thing going good, it just takes a nosedive right at the end.
No offer on that one. 2 balls and a strike.
Well, this is a guy up there that's not hitting a ton right now, but he can still work the count.
We need to make him pay.
That alone can be beneficial to an
We need
offense.
to use his aggressiveness against him.
Gets the sign. Here comes the 2-1. And he can't catch the corner here, so he's behind 3-1.
And whatever you do, you can't let that previous call eat at you. You've got to come back with your best pitch here on 3-1.
Yeah, definitely got to come back with a good pitch here.
Into his motion. Here comes the 3-1. That's lifted the other way out to left. And he will run
nice
this
play.
one down, moving to his right, and that's the first out of the inning.
And sometimes when you're just getting rolling here in a ball game, you've got a 3-ball count. Hey, go ahead and lay one in there. Make him prove to you that he can beat you. This winds up a pretty routine fly ball.
With a nice play
Mike Zunino
by
will stand in now.
Baird
He
there.
homered in the ball game last night.
When you're hitting under 200 on the season, you've got to come up with a good performance every once in a while, and yesterday was one of those.
And there's his
This guy's
strike
hitting
right
below
down the heart of the
200.
plate,
Jeez,
0-1.
right below the
You wonder
Mendoza
if
line.
Maybe he decided beforehand just to take a pitch up there first. Too bad for him because that thing was right down Broadway.
Too bad he decided to
Third
take
inning,
that.
no
Yeah, it was
score to
right
this
down the
point.
middle.
Gets the fastball.
All right,
by
that was
here,
the best
he's in
pitch you're gonna get.
control,
Forget it
0-2.
now.
And this battery knows full well that this guy's been scuffling lately. So they're not messing around here. They're coming right after him.
Tried to throw the fastball by him, but
I
it's
wanted to
high,
try and get him to
1-2.
swing at that. We can get him looking at this.
Tried to shoot the corner, and he missed it. 2-2.
He's hoping to just run that heater by him. So he's ramped up the velocity here the last 2 pitches.
Here's the strikeout pitch. We're not messing around no more.
Chop foul over towards the coaching box.
I didn't throw that in a very good spot though. Was not where I wanted it to be. Can I
One
get that
out,
again?
Nobody on.
All right, cool.
Now a swing
There we go.
and a
That
miss
was where I
here as
wanted
he's
it.
down on strikes, so it's 2 up, 2 down to begin the third.
And this is where the scouting report really pays off. I mean, sometimes you just got to go looking for a soft spot in the guy's zone, and they found one there.
Good, good.
Standing in now, Willie Bloomquist. As he'll take a look at ball 1.
Here we
If
go.
you get him strike out again, that'd be great. Or just get him out in general.
Hit down the third baseline. But a
Foul.
foul ball.
Didn't matter. He would have been out no matter what. There's no way in heck that Adrian Beltre doesn't get him out.
Ready to deal. Here's the 1-1. Drilled on the ground to short. Andres
Right to
fields it
Andres.
cleanly. Throw to first in plenty of
Got him.
time, and the side is retired. 1, 2, 3 go the Mariners. Home half of the third coming up.
Can we get some
No
offense,
score.
guys? That'd be really, really helpful.
Kyle Seager
Apparently not.
is ready here as we begin the top of the fourth.
What is with this organization? They're not getting me any run support. Got run support the very first game. They're like, oh, welcome to the major leagues. And now they're like, whatever, forget this guy.
First pitch of the at-bat. In there, no balls and a strike. Not much to shout about for either team here as we start the fourth inning, 0-0.
Yeah, I think we kind of knew that pitching might take the upper hand here. Maybe not to this extent, but both guys have really thrown the ball well.
He's ready. Here's the
I
0-1.
know I've thrown it well. You don't have to tell me that.
On the ground to the left side. Andrus with the backhand.
Get him.
And the off-balance throw will be too late. So a good effort that time, but it's an infield single.
Should have planted there, Andrus.
Human effort right here, deep in the hole. You see, he doesn't have time to plant himself, so he just leaps into the air, fires it across the diamond. Just a great effort, but this was always going to be a base hit.
You almost got him. That's a lie.
Here's Robbie Cano now. As the first pitch misses to him, it's ball 1.
Now here's a good spot to finally break through against this guy. You've got the leadoff man on, the heart of the order's coming on.
I'm not
going
gonna
to
let them break through on me.
This is a good chance to get that goose egg off the scoreboard.
That's not happening.
Hey, nobody!
Oh, right back to second for 1. Back to first. And
Nice job. I started the double play.
Boy, that's the great thing about having a good sinker, and it seems like a lot of times, even when guys do get a hit off of you, the next guy's going to come up and ground into a double play anyway. We've seen it before, and that's exactly what happens here.
I was more shocked at that, the fact that I got that ball.
Nelson Cruz will come on now, and no sooner did it look like they may have something started than the double play took it all away.
And that's especially tough when you figure the
Matt Vasgersian always likes to rhyme for some reason. It seemed they were on their way, but then he grounded into a double play. And Jorge Soler is there, and he makes the catch. Starting to notice some of those things.
1-0.
Well, that's a pretty good spot to try and lock him up inside.
I play this game as much as I do.
He can turn on that location if that's out over the plate.
I play this game way too much.
2 down now.
Especially playing all through a whole season like me and King Rouse do.
Now a fastball for a called strike.
We
It's
hear it
1-1.
all.
No runs, 2 hits, and no errors in the game for the
It's a
Mariners.
pitch I
to this
really
point.
need to work on, though, is my sinker.
Ground
That's an
ball set
effective
back
pitch.
Up the middle. Rupert scoops it up, throw in the dirt.
Nice
But a
job,
good
nice
scoop
play.
at first saves an error as this side is retired. None left for Seattle. On to the
They got
bottom of
2
the
hits
fourth
and
now,
still nothing.
with no score. Justin Ruggiano.
Hey, I got a lead.
Fifth in this one.
And right here is an important time for them to climb
There
back
you
into
go.
this one. They definitely want to even this one up sooner rather than
Now
later.
it's time to go to
Line to the right
work.
side.
Oh, I was going to say,
And the leadoff
as
man
soon as I
gone
get a
now to
lead,
start
what, is
the
he going to
fifth.
get a base hit?
First pitch swinging here to
I'll take a
start
first
the
pitch
inning.
out,
He didn't
though.
waste any time waiting
Wasn't a very
for
good
his pitch.
pitch.
He got it right there.
He just hit it too
hit
hard.
right at somebody.
If there's such a thing. I mean, you can't hit it too hard. You just get unlucky that it just doesn't fall.
Into the box now, Eric Salter, as he will look at a first pitch fastball for ball 1.
Eric Salter doubled off me last time.
No
not
runs, 2
happening
hits,
this time.
and no errors in the game for the Mariners to this point. That's wide, 2-0.
This is a good approach when you're facing a pitcher you're not too familiar with. Take a look at a few and see what he's got.
Outside, 3-0 now.
Oh, I'm having a hard time hitting that outside corner.
Well, it's possible to be too careful. I mean, this is not a Silver Slugger award winner up there. You want this guy to hit the ball and put it in play.
I'm not trying to shoot too fine. I'm just not hitting my spot.
Taking all
There
the
we
way,
go.
and it's 3-1 now.
Well, you get the sense that what they need is one big hit from anybody in the lineup. If they could get one, it could get them right back in this game, because right now
We're
they
not
just
getting a
seem
big
out
hit.
of it.
Don't even talk about getting a big hit.
And he drops a
That
change
was
in
a
on
bad
it, and that'll
placement for a
full
changeup.
3-2. Seems like he's gotten away with more than a few location mistakes so far.
Yeah, and that's not going to last forever, especially in this place.
Left side. Andrus
Right
has
to
it.
Andrews.
Throw gets him.
Got him. All right.
And that's why you love this guy playing short.
Two
for you.
outs.
Excellent range, and he's going to show off that hose, too. That's a nice play.
Still got a few more points for getting guys to ground out like that.
Here's Austin Jackson, the center fielder, as he looks at a fastball that misses off the plate for ball
Wasting
one.
too many
Well on
pitches.
his way to another good inning right here, and you see the pitch count. It's not even close to being a factor just yet.
Hit the other way out toward right
All
field.
right, right at you.
Oh, and he botches it.
Oh,
He's around
chew.
first on his way to second now. And he is in there.
Achoo!
Well, I'm not sure exactly what the issue on
He
this
must have
play
sneezed or
was.
something.
He doesn't have too far to go to get this thing, and it looked like the ball was right in his sights the entire way, but it just didn't want to stick in his glove. Maybe he should take
Apparently
the
not. It
trampoline
didn't want
out
to
of
stick in his glove. Jeez.
Here's Seth Smith now.
I want to start the inning off with Seth Smith.
On the outer half, it's 0-1.
I don't want to have to face him in this inning.
2 out here and a runner at second. That's taken. Now it's 0-2.
Yeah, one pitch away now from getting through 5 shutout innings. And I'll tell you what, the way he's throwing, this could turn out to be a night off for the bullpen.
A pause and the 0-2. Hit hard on the ground to the right, and that's through into right
Better
field
not
for a
score the
base hit.
run. Get that.
Here's
Get the
Jackson
guy
on
home.
his way to the plate, and he will get in there with their first run. It's a
That's
2-1
bogus.
game now.
And with all the runs these guys scored yesterday, you wondered if they were going to have any left over for today. Sure enough, it took them a while, but they're finally on the board here with the RBI single.
Should have been out of the inning.
Here now is Mike Zunino.
I wanted to face Zunino and Smith to start the next inning. But no. Since so Chu can't catch the ball.
Find a gap right here and bring that guy all the way around to score.
Chop foul over towards the dugout.
Considering pitching to Zunino is like pitching to the
2 out with
pitcher.
a man at first.
So he's more likely to burn you than the pitcher is.
And he's keeping it down here, and that's a called strike 2. Well, that pitch isn't going to light up the radar gun, but it's been effective.
Well, it doesn't have to. If you get that good movement and put it in the right spot, it's plenty good enough to do the job.
Let's see if we can get Zunino to swing and miss at
Here
this.
he comes on a ball and 2 strikes. Hit sharply toward the right side. Oh, and this goes right past him.
Oh my God, Chu, what the heck, bro?
Around third and being waved on home. And a relay home, and not in time.
Man, you're
as the
costing
run
me the
scores.
game.
And that play was just an absolute mess.
How are you even gonna ding me for the dude
You wanna see a
scoring?
manager lose his mind?
When it wasn't,
Try
it
letting
was
the guy score
clearly
from
an
first on
error.
an error. And that's an absolute
Man.
run there.
Take him out of the game. Killing me, man.
Stepping in now, Willie Bloomquist.
How many outs are we gonna give them this
Behind on
inning?
that one, now
They're on
behind
their
in the
5th
count,
now.
0-1.
Shoot.
Runner in scoring position at second with 2 down. Off speed pitch.
We get the
in
lead
third
and then
as
we
he takes
cough it
for a
right
ball.
up.
Liner toward right center. And a dive, but he comes up empty. And this is big trouble now out in right center. The run scores from second.
I can't be mad at that one. That was a tough play, but oh my God!
And now time will be called here as you see the pitching coach making his way out to the mound to pay
Significantly shortened my outing, and probably ended up giving me a loss.
Kyle Seager steps in, working on a 1-for-2 game so far. Watches a fastball right there for strike one.
Surprising to you guys that it looks like they're going to pitch to him?
It is to me. I mean, I wouldn't go anywhere near this guy with a base open.
Shu better make up for that, for all his errors out there.
Off the plate, 1 ball, 1 strike.
Seems like whatever was working early on suddenly is not working now.
It's almost like
You guys, these announcers act like it's my fault that I'm giving up all these runs. It's not like I'm
starting to loosen up.
not like I'm coughing it up. I'm getting lazy fly balls that dude isn't catching.
This is pulled into right. A dive.
Stop diving!
With it in right as it skips right past
Let it
him.
check up and
The runner from second
play it on a
crosses the
bounce.
plate. It's 4-2.
You know,
he might have just ended. Chu might have single-handedly ended the night for me.
Hold him to just a single, but instead he goes all out for it in right field, and it gets by him.
Oh my God, dude! If you don't think you can get it, don't dive for it.
Here comes the second baseman, Robinson Cano, as he looks at a fastball that's in there for strike one. Well, we'll give you a look there at the graphic. He reaches the 20 mark in doubles with that last 2-bagger. 4 runs here in this half inning. And a sinker.
Only 2 of those better be earned.
Into the dirt,
because I know the other 2 weren't earned.
Relatively strong 4 innings. The waters have been a little choppier for him here in the 5th.
It might be time to send out that SOS.
Can't keep the weight back, and he falls behind 1 and 2. Swung on and hit in the air to left. Baird has it in his tracks, and the inning is over.
Thank you.
So they nearly bat around here as 8 men come to the plate, and they push across 4 runs. Last half of the 5th.
So it happens when you give them 5 outs in an inning.
4-2.
Yeah, so Chu single-handedly got me bounced from this ball game and lost me the ball game. And look at that. 4 runs, none of them earned. How are you going to even talk to me, Coach?
And fellas,
that clearly
always,
wasn't my fault.
We could have chosen from, but out of everybody, that's the man who stands out in my book. He's our top player of the game.
Yeah, he was a thorn in their side all game long. You'll see there, he winds up with a 3-hit ball game, and a couple of those were key hits that helped lead his guys to victory.
Man. Kind of game. This is one of the kind of games that makes me not want to be on this team. I want to get traded. I want to trade, and I want to trade now.
So that just about does it for EK, Psycho, and the crew.
Trade me to a team that has some promise. This team has no promise.
For more, get those smartphones and tablets out and head over to the show.
Good young team. I don't care.
The Mariners win it 8-4. Good night from Arlington.
Man, that was definitely not one of my finer games.
Our final line score tonight, first for the victorious Seattle Mariners. 8 runs on 13 hits.
That was not a good ball game. It still just boggles my mind how I didn't give up a run, an earned run in that ball game, and I still end up with the loss. My ERA dropped. That's a good thing. I guess I'll spend some of these points. I can't spend anything on that. Make that sinker a better pitch. sinker look like? And they don't give you a breakdown of your pitch anymore, of your certain pitches. All right, well, whatever. But that's gonna go ahead and do it for this episode. That was really not a very good, well pitched ball game by. Well, I pitched well. It was not a very good defensive game. It really hurt me. But yeah, let's go ahead and do it, guys. Thanks for watching. Be sure to follow us here on YouTube at Life of Raw Sports Gaming Network, as well on Twitch at Life of Raw Sports Gaming, and then don't forget to give us a follow on Twitter as well at LRSGN. I'm Big Dope 7, and you guys be sure to keep it real.